I want everybody here to imagine spending 18 months tied up in a court and spending $20,000 on legal fees because of a blog post you wrote.
Well, imagine spending a fraction of that time looking up a bill template online to make sure online trolls can continue being online trolls, and then having it end in minutes on the Senate floor. That's exactly what happened with Republican Senator Brian Lenny's anti-SLAPP bill. And we've covered this strategic lawsuit against public participation topic before a couple of times. And it's safe to say this bill stemmed from a couple of lawsuits we first covered 2 years ago. Cliff Notes version, former Republican State Representative Chad Christensen filed a defamation lawsuit in 2021 against activist Gregory Graff. Graff countersued, but included Second Amendment Alliance founder Greg Pruitt and former Idaho Freedom Foundation Vice President Dustin Hurst as defendants for what was said and shared in their online feud. Christensen's lawsuit was dismissed, and Graff eventually withdrew his counterclaim after a judge called him a limited public figure. So that's what happened. So when the dust finally settled in this legal scuffle last November, Hurst told us Idaho needs an anti-SLAPP law to stop bullies from using the legal system to silence their foes. Well, that's when Senator Lenny stepped in. He brought forth Senate Bill 1325, what he called a free speech protection bill, to stop people from filing a lawsuit to silence or intimidate a political opponent. The bill would allow a judge to throw out such a claim early in the legal process rather than later after spending thousands of dollars in attorney's fees, as you heard him say. Lenny made it clear Idaho is one of just 18 states without such protection, and his bill squeezed through a Senate committee on Tuesday. But when it hit the Senate floor yesterday evening, Representative Lenny introduced it like this.
I'm not a lawyer, but I didn't come up with this idea or come up with this bill. This is a Uniform Law Commission bill that hundreds of lawyers spent about 3 years on before they released it as a model bill.
It's kind of like looking up how to rewire your kitchen on YouTube, right? Okay, let's just one of the issues at least one senator had with it.
It's interesting over the many years that I've been in this body that there's been a lot of resistance to the Uniform Law Commission. So to see that the Uniform Law Commission as model legislation is being brought as the perfect example in this case, I think we've come full circle.
We have come full circle. Senator Lee added Idaho needs an Idaho solution, not another copied and pasted proposal. But Senator Lee wasn't the only one to clap back at this anti-SLAPP bill.
But I am concerned about some public figures who support this concept, this bill, have gone out on social media and gone after others who testified in the committee the same day. So it leads me to have concern about whether there's something in this bill that's not true, that could be a problem, because it evidently is not stopping some of those who are real bold going out after others.
Senator Ricks appeared to be calling out Dustin Hurst in his debate against the bill, basically saying, we don't have an anti-SLAPP law now, and that isn't stopping online trolls from being online trolls. The bill failed 15 to 20.